equal. Equal.
New Group Chat Convos episode, man. Episode 41. You're tuned in with the greatest podcast in the world. We got Tyler here with us. We got Eli here with us, man. It's time to check these notifications and see what the group chat's been talking about this week.
Brittney Griner being released with a trade with a Russian arms dealer.
I did see something about it. Who was he? I think I saw what he was He was most wanted on Russia's list, correct?
Yeah, so his name is Victor Bout. Victor Bout is a Russian arms dealer, entrepreneur, and former Soviet military translator, and he used his multiple companies to smuggle weapons since the collapse of the Soviet Union. After the Soviet Union's collapse in 1990, he was smuggling guns through Africa.
It doesn't seem like Russia wanted to make the trade to put him in prison over there. I mean, they really get no benefit from that. And we all know how Russia is, man. Like, I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to spark a controversial and start a war or some shit, but I am glad that Brittney Griner got free. A lot of people have had, negative things to say as far as you traded a WNBA player for a known killer, arms dealer and everything. But it's not really about that. It's about an American being locked up overseas, What
do y'all think about them maybe taking so long to do it?
I honestly think that they try to squeeze as much information out of her as possible.
This is your opinion.
This is my opinion. They utilize Brittney Griner to get this Russian arms dealer back. It just shows that the Americans are kind of weak.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I think that America was probably trying to give up less or maybe try to, trade or probably try to come to a deal to get her back over. And I kind of feel like Russia, and this is my opinion, Russia is probably like, I'm not going for none of that. Almost like literally like a trade in NBA or something. Yeah. There's a star player who wants to get traded and the team is going to, in return, they're going to want X amount of draft picks or, this specific type of position or player. Like, I feel like that's how Russia was, We want him to get her back, and to get her back, that's what you got to give up. So.
Imagine the information he has gathered since he's been locked up.
He's been locked up for how long?
Since the 1990s, early 2000s, somewhere around there. But he has to have some sort of informational knowledge to the point where Vladimir Putin wants him back.
Absolutely.
After even over a decade or two of being locked up, he has to have some sort of information, or he was promised that he would be taken care of no matter what and seen through. And that's exactly what has happened.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than just some, Russian who killed people and did illegal things and everything that's locked up in America that they want back,
I mean, if not to cut you off, but I mean, if we know about those bad things he's did, like you said, kill people, run guns, all this stuff, just think about things we don't know.
Yeah.
The conversations he's had that we don't know about or would never know about,
Americans are so blinded by the fact that we think we know so much because of mainstream news that's being fed to us.
Yeah.
In reality, we don't know what's going on behind the line. As an American citizen, I feel scared. Like, there was a Marine that was captured in Russia. He is still being held there. That is not spoken about.
Really? I didn't know that.
And he's still being treated as if he's nobody, as if he's not a warrior. It's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna tap into that because that's all I say about that.
I don't know if you guys have heard though, but there's this new AI app. It is called ChatGPT. I've been seeing this everywhere, so I decided to do some research, look into it, and it's not really like a search engine. It's pretty much an AI. Yeah, so you can pretty much just type in like anything that you wanted to type out. Let's say if you wanted an essay typed out about a subject that or something that you have in your class, right? Mm-hmm. You could just put that in. Let's say you wanted an essay on what would happen if you captured a
Revolutionary War.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Revolutionary War. You could put that in and it'll write a 2-page essay off rip.
For real?
Yes.
Where was this?
Yeah, exactly. It's, like I said, it can also pretty much be used as a search engine. You could look up, how many atoms are in something, right? And it'll give you a detailed answer off rip. And it's an AI. That's the thing, though. It's an AI. You don't get answers from, like, for instance, Google, where you get reference pages and everything like that. It's not like somebody's actually writing out an essay for you. It's all just an AI. So when you're asking it questions and it's giving you answers, you might be the only one to ever get that answer because of how it's processed,
I was going to ask you, who founded this?
Yeah, so I'm not sure who the founder is, but like I said, Elon Musk is a co-founder of the technology that the AI uses. This is like maybe like the third version or so. You know, there's been a lot of AI going around recently, and this is just one of those things that just because of how like unique it is and how in depth the answers are when you ask it a question, whatever you type into it, like, it's crazy. You know, you watch a movie and you think about like, oh, you know, talking to a computer or a computer that can talk on its own. Like, that's pretty much what this is. There's even been people who have put in like their coding programs, and this ChatGPT will find errors in their coding and tell them and let them know. Yes.
Does it cost money?
No, I think it's free. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's free.
What scenario would you like use this for, I guess? I mean like literally anything.
Yeah, like anything. That's kind of why I brought up Google, because people,
it sounds like a Google search engine, but with more
on 10.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is it happens instantly. As soon as you put it in, you just see it typing line for line. And the crazy thing about it is that, like, you know, you could put in, I need the ingredients, or I need a how-to recipe on how to make this you know, this food or whatever, right? And it'll give you that. Like, just put it right there. You don't have to go to a web page. You don't have to do any of that. And so it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. And
that's advanced.
Yeah, I'm not super informed on it because I literally found out about it yesterday. I haven't even had the chance to like kind of mess with it myself. But from the research that I've done and from like videos and pictures that I've seen of people using it, it's insane, man. And the biggest thing about it, like I said, is very advanced and high tech compared to previous versions or other, you know, software like this.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I haven't heard anything about it. Like, it's almost like you're describing what it's like the chip they want to put in our brain eventually.
Yeah.
Or like that Neuralink thing.
Yeah, Neuralink.
To have all information. And, you know, like, you guys have been on a website or app or whatever where you might talk to support and it's a robot. You know what I mean? Like,
automated.
Yeah. So imagine that, but just by times 10, as if you're almost talking to an actual person. Like,
talking to like Siri, but there's more quality components behind the response that you're getting.
Yeah. I think my biggest takeaway from it is it's just pretty crazy how, like, it's 2022, about to be 2023. Like, and with the technology we're having something like this right now, like, bro, imagine 10 years from now.
10 years from now, bro, they're going to be like talking service robots at fast food restaurants. They're going to be automated services that's all going to be, okay, just scan this, put your money in, here's what you need. There's no waiting in line for somebody to type up information. There's not going to be queue. It's just going to be, here you go, input, here's your answer.
It's so crazy you say that, because like I think like a week ago, I was like, man, 15 years from now, 10 years from now, like drive-thrus might not even be a thing. You might just hop in the car. Every car might be like automated, like just jump in there, just sit there, get there, you know, food is just boom, boom, boom. Like you might not even have this experience. So you honestly cherish driving around, sitting in line, having that urge to wait, you know. That's just how I try to look at things sometimes with that perspective.
One more thing that I want to say is that just how you brought back up automation, Elon Musk is behind the technology of this AI. Imagine Elon Musk's perspective on going to the gas station, getting out, pulling out a gas pump, pumping your gas. Everything should be on your phone. Oh, you already have your card link, just plug and play.
I mean, you already have where you can order food on your phone and everything. Like, I could literally see it. You order on a mobile app, you pull up, shit is so automated that, like, instead of going through the drive-through, talking to somebody, then they have to package your food, you literally pull up to the window and your food is just sitting there. You probably scan something.
Yeah,
and it's in a cubby. It's in a cubby that opens up for you.
Yeah.
Literally.
I kind of want to jump into another topic here. So, being a guy that has a girlfriend, I have to ask you fellas, would you guys be okay with your girlfriend having a guy friend? Is it okay if your girlfriend has a few girlies that she wants to take out and there's a guy best friend in the mix, but you know he's straight?
I'd like to hear your answer. I definitely like to hear Eli's answer.
I'm the only bachelor on the pod. How do I feel if I had a shorty that had guy friends? Well, off rip, I don't care what you say he's trying to hit. That's off rip. I mean, like, I'm not saying you can't fuck with them or you can't, you know, still have that friendship. First of all, I want to make this clear. I would never tell a girl, like, no, you can't hang out with him or do whatever you want. But just know I'm going to reciprocate that energy. Like, that's a fact. I'm reciprocating that same energy. I mean, I'm going to tell her off rip, like, you can think what you want. In the back of his head, said, he wants to hit. Unless he's gay, he wants to hit. There's no other way around it. Like, trying to stop someone from cheating really only makes them want to cheat more. Like, it really, trying to place boundaries on people, trying to, or maybe on your significant other, that's just going to make them want to do it more. I mean, just think about you as a kid when you were told not to do something. That only made you want to do it more. Like,
I think from like maybe like a business standpoint from my mind, I think there might be like associates, you know, not really like a full on, oh, that's just an associate, but it's like, if it's about business, I do think that's a completely different situation.
Agreed. Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, like you said.
Hold on, time out. Like, what do you mean as like workplace?
Let me answer this.
No, not workplace.
So,
okay.
For instance,
straight like business.
I'm thinking, if you have a lady that has a lot of male business partners, I want her to run like that. I want her to be the alpha wolf of the pack, essentially.
Yeah, and
that's where I would.
Yeah,
and that's how I see it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Not like, you know, normalized workplace. You know what I mean? But it's like I said, like you said, Tyler, you're gonna want, you know, I'd want my girl to be able to you know, especially when it comes to money, finesse who she has a finesse. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And you know, and especially when it comes to business, you know, I'm gonna want my girl to, you know, be able to, like you said, be the alpha wolf. You know,
of course.
When it comes to money, you know, like I said, it's a completely different situation, because, you know, when it comes to money, and I'm talking about actual business partners, you know, being associated with, you know, making money, you know, not just a normalized coworker, you know, like you said, if it's someone who, you know, might be in talks with this deal or something, or you know, an investment or something like that, like, you know, the communication between them two is completely fine, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to say this last thing. I don't care how long y'all been together. If you're not married, she always knows who can hit next. So it don't matter what you do, my dog, she always knows who's going to get it next.
That's a fact.
They always have that next man up.
My lady can have guy friends, but there's a level of respect and a level of trust that has to go in with that. I don't dictate who my girl is associating herself with, as long as she's coming home to Papa Bear, and as long as she's carrying herself accordingly. She has standards, she has manners that she's going to get across. You know, she carries herself well enough to know that she doesn't need somebody else.
It also kind of depends on what it really is as far as a guy friend. For instance, you know, with my girl, like I would say that the co-host that we do the sports podcast with, me and Eli do, P, you know, they both together on the same team. I'd consider them two friends, but at the same time, like you said, Tyler, like with that respect, like I know P, I knew him before, you know, I'd consider them two being friends. And if I felt some type of way where I was like, nah, that's not gonna fly, then, you know, I'd say that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, P also is somebody, as far as respect goes, respects me, I respect him. So, you know, so I already know, you know,
what type of time he's on.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Would y'all be able to fuck with a girl that has a guy's name?
Yes.
What do you?
I don't give a fuck about that. If she's a 10 out of 10 and she wants to be called, I don't fucking know.
Fucking
like, what do you mean?
Like a real guy's name, like Tyson.
I mean,
I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Bro, like,
I can't say I'm smashing Tyson.
I can't do it, bro.
That's a good question, because that shit has me speechless. I've never even thought of a situation like that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like most time, if a girl has a guy name, then it's gonna be one of those gender neutral names. You know, a name that can go for a guy,
like Taylor,
or a girl.
or like fucking.
Well, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. Taylor's a girl name. If your name is Taylor, I'm sorry. You got a girl's name.
Taylor's girl name.
And realistically, I think any of the names that are like in that general neutral spectrum, like, you know, Taylor, or I can't even think of them because, you know, but if you're a guy and you have a name that's in the general neutral spectrum or whatever of a girl, boy, or but like Taylor is a female's name. And if you have a name that sounds like it could be for a female, you got a female name. I'm sorry.
I've met girls named Tyler.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got classic top 5 for y'all before we wrap this thing up. I want to hear y'all's. And if you know, touch the demographic that's our age, really. That's who will really know about this. Everyone knows 2011, 15 era. The Nike Elite Sock wave was insane.
Woo!
The craziest finesse in history. Had cats buying pairs of socks for $15, $20
for one pair of socks.
one pair of socks.
Nike.
But I do want to hear y'all's top 3 colorways.
All right, I want to go first because I just know my colors are exquisite.
Okay.
First one, the breast cancer awareness one.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
undisputed
that's,
color.
Bro.
that's on everybody's.
And not the white, not
Everybody's.
the white ones, the black one.
oh,
The-
The black ones with the
crazy.
pink Nike Elite.
I forgot about the black ones.
Yes, nigga. Okay, and then the orange and black ones, because I used to play Canville Dolphins football whenever I was younger. Those were still relevant at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gotta go with the classic black and white one. Those three,
The
bro.
classic black and white.
The classic black and white ones. Every nigga had a black and white pair of
Everyone
Nike
had
Elite
black
Oh
and
socks.
yeah,
white.
yeah. I think for my top 3 Nike Elite socks, man, I'm gonna have to go with the breast cancer ones, the white and pink ones, the white and pink breast cancer ones.
The
were-
white and pink was
yeah,
superior.
Yeah, it was just classic, you know, so fire. You rocked them, man. You rocked them with the Roshis. Yeah, that's
over.
it. The Roshis, the cargo pants, nigga. Cargo. My fault. Cargo shorts.
Snapback hat.
Nigga, I had my own custom pair of Roshi, so I was really shitting.
Oh,
So it was the breast cancer ones that didn't have the Nike sign, but the actual
Breast cancer,
yes,
sign.
bro.
Those
Yeah.
were the superior
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, for number 1, I'm gonna go the breast cancer, the white ones, the white and pink ones with the breast cancer symbol. For number 2, I'm gonna go the classic white and black, man. You know, can't go wrong with a classic pair of white Nike socks. But then you throw in the black Elite on the back, man. Like that's just different. And then for my third one, man, I don't know. I'm kind of in a tough spot, man, because I'm kind of thinking about the orange ones with the blue. You know,
Oh
Those
my
were
god.
fire.
The KD,
Those were-
the KD
those
ones?
were-
the KD Elite socks were fire, but I'm also thinking about the black Elite socks with like the kind of like the tealish blue on it.
Oh,
I know you know
yeah.
what I'm
the rare
talking-
ones, nigga.
Yeah, them-
that you had to get off eBay.
Yeah.
I never had a pair. I could never get a pair because I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
Them right there. That's my top 3.
Honorable
Elite
mention I
socks.
want to say before you go is the tie-dye ones. Only like real niggas know about the tie-dye
the
ones.
The tie-dye one.
Because like you can never find them, but
Never.
niggas would try to recreate the tie-dye.
Yeah, they never
You know?
looked the
It
same.
never looked the same.
Never.
I'd say for me, my top 3, undisputed, everyone's just the breast cancer ones. Just any
Bro.
colorway from the breast cancer ones were just fuego. And then I say for number 2, bro, I had a pair of bronze ones with the bronze, the King James, the crown or whatever it was, his logo, and the red, base color red and black, bro.
God.
Those were mean. I had for Holbrook basketball.
Yeah.
Holbrook basketball.
But yeah, man. So you're tuned in with the best podcast in the world, man. Thank you guys for, we really love the support. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, the subscribes, man. It really means a lot to us. Hope everybody has, very good holidays. We're coming with more and more, every single week, new episode, 2 new episodes every single week. Make sure you're tuned in. Shout out Sony Mountain. Shout out Eat With Zoe. Shout out 1% Better, man. Y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir.